It's a bad day for Ubisoft. This is just the beginning, guys, because we're at a point where they are going to have a terrible year. Assassin's Creed Shadows is going to fail spectacularly. Everything that's coming out about it is ridiculous. I mean, it's become a meme at this point. Absolutely silly. And we just saw the tip of the iceberg here. 185 people getting shut out of a studio as another studio in layoff is shut down via Ubisoft. And there's a reason for this. Let's look at what's going on with this in Assassin's Creed Shadows. New updates. I can't even believe what they're doing. We'll get to that in a moment. My gosh, it's unreal. Please hit the like and subscribe button as we talk about all things in pop culture, especially gaming, my friends. Thank you for being here. 55,000 strong. You guys are awesome, and I appreciate what you're doing. And we've made a big difference already, guys. This is just the tip of the iceberg, like I said. And we've got a lot of wins that have been racked up because of all the anti-woke activism we've been doing. Just saying to these studios, no more. Stop your nonsense. And because of that, we've seen just games drastically fail. We've seen other games drastically win. We got to keep our foot on the gas, though. The ride never ends, my friends. And so you got to remember this. If people are pushing division in our ranks and things like that, ignore it. Let's move on. Let's fight the woke mind virus and utterly destroy it in 2025. It starts here with Ubisoft as they are shutting down another studio, laying off 185 people across this entire business. Tom Phillips at Eurogamer reports Ubisoft shut down Ubisoft Leamington, which was located in Warwickshire in England. This studio's 50-person staff is being disbanded. According to Moby Games, Ubisoft's Leamington's most recent releases included Avatar. Oops, that was a disaster. Watch Dogs Legions. It also worked on Hyperscape, Starlink, Battle for Atlas, and Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Eurogame reports the studio worked as a support studio with Tom Clancy's The Division series and also assisted in development on games such as Star Wars Outlaws. Of course, Skull and Bones, that was a big disaster. I almost forgot this one. It's been so long. Ubisoft's just had so many big problems that Skull and Bones, it seems so long ago now. It's like ancient times. The studio was acquired by Ubisoft in 2017. On top of Ubisoft's Leamington being shut down, Phillips also shared other Ubisoft offices from Dusseldorf, Stockholm, and Newcastle-based Ubisoft Reflections will be downsized. So they're already pushing there too. An Ubisoft spokesman confirmed the closure and layoffs as part of our ongoing efforts to prioritize projects, reduce costs that ensure long-term stability of Ubisoft. We have announced targeted restructurings at Ubisoft's Dusseldorf and Stockholm and Reflections at the permanent closure of Ubisoft Leamington site. The spokesman added, unfortunately, this could impact 185 employees total. We're deeply grateful for their contributions, so grateful, and are committed to supporting them through this transition. Oh, yes, through this transition. That's right. Oh, or is it this transition with the purple hair here? I don't know which one it is better. That's quite the word to use at this point. Absolutely crazy. So this is after their X-Defiant got shut down. They laid off 143 people in San Francisco last year, and then a combined 134 from Osaka and Sydney. And like I said, I think it's going to be in the thousands by the time we're done with Assassin's Creed Shadows. It's getting utterly ridiculous out there. They've hired a lot of woke activists. They've hired a lot of redundant people just to do nothing, it seems. And none of these people know how to make good video games. I mean, that's been evidently obvious. We've seen the bugginess of Assassin's Creed Shadow as it's gone out there. We've seen their social media reactions. That person needs to be fired because they really need somebody who knows how to promote at this juncture. Though, to be fair, it is very, very hard to promote AC Shadows. Then a new meme came out today because now there is an image of it where they've got cherry blossom trees along with a watermelon cart in the same image out there. And fans noticed, hey, watermelons are one season, cherry blossoms are another season. They wouldn't be there together in ancient Japan. It's not like they could, import stuff from Colombia or whatever. I know, I used Colombia intentionally, trigger warning. But that was funny yesterday, wasn't it? Leave a comment down below if you know what I'm talking about. But hey, the thing is, they're screwing up on so many levels, just basic things like that. That is a little bit of an autistic thing, but it is really funny. And the funniest part about that is in the screenshot of it, you can see, let me see if I can find it because I'm so good at doing this stuff. That's Selena Gomez. It was on Pirate Nation this morning. And this is something I should have pulled up ahead of recording the video, my friends, but this is the type of, stream of thought stuff that I get right here. This is how you know we're completely accurate. Here's a little buggy thing. that they were showing already. But let's look at this. This is the funnest part of this to me, is that there's the watermelons, there's the cherry blossoms, and you can see the best part is look at the samurai with his rifle going through his hat. Oops. I think that's the funniest part of this, rather than the watermelons and the cherry blossoms. But absolutely crazy. But they go to show, like, and this is why they're failing, why all their games are failing, why their studios are closing. In a nutshell, right here, the Assassin's Creed Shadows associate game director says Yaskue is not an assassin. Now, hold on, full stop. This is where you have the record scratch. Again, if I was a pro YouTuber, we'd do that right there. What? I mean, the game's called Assassin's Creed. Why wouldn't you have an assassin in Assassin's Creed? It's so painful, my friends. This doesn't make any sense whatsoever. This is the level of incompetency that the woke mind virus brings. And this is the perfect example that when you're so focused on identity politics and putting your black guy in there as a samurai, because you got a Black Lives Matter even in ancient Japan, my friends, and you got to put your gay female ninja chick, you forget that you have a mission. And that mission of your brand has one thing. It's like putting Star Trek out there, and then they're not going and visiting stars. Like, it's like, what? They're not trekking to stars, right? It's like, this is the dumbest mistake I've ever heard for a protagonist of a game ever. Wild. So this is what he says. He spoke with Games Radar, and he says, Yaskue is not an assassin because the narrative makes sense that he is not. So he should be in a different game called not Assassin's Creed because he's not making a creed because he's not an assassin. He reiterated he works with fellow protagonist Naoi, but he's not an assassin, and he doesn't have to be. This is like incompetency on every single level. I mean, we've seen the social media posts that are bad. We've seen the buggy gameplay. We've seen just how stupid this concept is to begin with. It's very, very clear these people are just a jumbled mess. And why would you go out and say this? Why would you give an interview before the game pointing this out, that this has nothing to do with Assassin's Creed and any of the other games you loved? He's much more involved in the story. The reason he does not have to be an assassin is because he has his own motivation and core beliefs that align with Naoi's, and off they go. Oh, stunning and brave, those core motivations and beliefs of our black samurai. Absolutely wild. Given he's not an assassin, he does not have many of the abilities that players and characters typically have in Assassin's Creed games. This is great. He confirmed he does not have eagle vision. What if Yaskue has eagle vision? It would be easier. No. He needs to not have it, so you play different with him than you play with Naoi. Oh, this is not surprising given the gameplay footage from August shows Yaskue being unable to perform Leap of Faith. This does not appear to have been adjusted as an outside extra or shared gameplay footage last week where Yaskue cannot perform it. So from the get-go, they've been marketing him as a powerful African samurai of historical legend, which is also a lie. From a blog post in 2024, they say he's a real-life samurai. A company also noted that him and Naoi may have different game styles. Now, this is complete incompetency, like I said. I just can't even imagine why would you go out there and give a marketing interview to a gaming outlet and say, hey, I know you have this game where you do these stealthy assassins move, and it's all about just like how you act as an assassin. That matters, and that's the whole core of the franchise. Well, guess what? Now in this game, there's no assassins. You're not it. You're just a black samurai, and you're gonna like it, bigot. I mean, this is wild, and you can see that in their marketing stuff that they've been putting out lately as well. It's been on top of this that they're actually trying to hide Yaskue from everything. Like he's not in their most recent promotional posters or anything like that. It's crazy stuff, and people are not buying into this whatsoever. They're not loving this, and so like if you look at some of the reactions here. You see YouTube has taken down Japanese YouTuber reaction video on AC Shadows for, quote, hate speech is happening already. As he's talking about this is a Japanese YouTuber out there just trying to show the gameplay and how bad it is. Oh my gosh, finally got back up on that level. And then, it's just wild, like how this stuff's going down over and over and over again because these companies are trying to just hide their own problems. They couldn't help themselves. Rap music, watermelons, anachronistic racial stereotyping. This is exactly what they did with this Yaskue character, and this is why the gamers are rejecting it so heavily. Now, it is already having its effects, guys, because they know that the profits are not going to come in, and so they have to shut things down early because they can't just take those kind of losses for the next couple of months. And on top of this, more is going to come, because when Assassin's Creed does not perform up to their expectations, which because of its incredibly high investment on it, there's no way it's going to, they are going to have bigger layoffs coming soon. Mark my words. That's my prediction, and we'll see it. All right, leave a comment down below with what you think. Hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure to sign up for my Fandom Pulse Substack. That's where both of these articles are. This is where we report the news every day. We've got a ton of stuff, and a lot of it I don't even get to cover because I just don't have time on the channel. Like BioWare shuts down support for Dragon Age. That was fast. That's something you guys probably want to hear about and see. And so if you sign up for Fandom Pulse, you won't miss a story. And that is where the good stuff's at. We're the competitor to Kotaku and all those other fake news outlets out there. We will win because we tell the truth. Thank you so much for supporting us. We appreciate you. We'll be back soon.